Okay, building wealth with confidence. Trusted investing through RGC Capital. When I say with confidence, because we've done this many times, hundreds of times, thousands of times, and we're always evolving. We haven't perfected our system, but we're always improving. We're doing better. We're learning. We have a series of companies that work in concert with RGC to protect the investor's money, right? And how is that? Well, through trusted investing, right? What is trusted investing? It's you or somebody that you know who has capital that would like to remove it from Wall Street or their stocks or bonds or mutual funds or their 401k plans, or even if they have money in the bank that you don't get a return or mutual fund or a CD, your returns are 2, 3, 4%. If it's Wall Street, well, it's going like this, up and down, depending what the market does, right? On Wall Street, you buy stocks, bonds, mutual funds, puts, calls, whatever. You get a piece of paper, you get a certificate. But with us, you don't get a piece of paper, you don't get a certificate. You get a trust deed that's recorded on the property, protecting the investor's interest, right? And on top of that, that investor who pledges money on a particular property that we present to them through your efforts, right? That investor, his funds are protected by the trust and the insurance of the property. And most of the time, the subject property is an income-producing property. So if there's ever an event where they don't pay, right here, protected by the lost pay clause of the insurance company. If there's the event the property burns down, destroyed, vandalized, the lender gets their money first from the insurance company, not the borrower, the lender does. And here again, the trust deed that's recorded at the county recorder's office is filed in favor of the debtor, the lender, and they're protected that way. So here again, no stock certificates, no bonds or anything like that. And it's fixed. They're going to get anywhere between 8 and 10% annual return on their money. Well, how does that benefit you, right? Well, I'm going to show you how it benefits you. Anytime you're bringing in a new investor to RGC, we will give your investor the lowest risk transaction that we have on the table. Like if we had a 20% loan to value with a high yield of 12%, then we will give them that deal, right? Just to break the ice, to show that it's easy investment. So we use a reputable loan servicing company to distribute our returns, and that's through FCI, right? We use FCI on our transactions. Let's see if I can share that with you. So what I like about trust deeds investing is that I have people coming in from other financial advisors placing their clients' money with us because the market is uncertain, it's volatile right now when it comes to stocks, bonds, mutual funds. And if you're at the bank, well, the bank don't pay nothing, you get a 0.5% to maybe 3.5% on your money at the bank. And actually they use your money to lend it to other people. Here, you get to be the bank. Your investor gets to be the bank, and you're participating on their growth. So they're going to like you because now you're part of the transaction, not only helping with the closing of the loan, but participating on the benefit of that monthly residual income as the borrower makes their payments. So this is what I like about trusted investing, because we know the science of real estate. We understand the due diligence. We have the licensing in place. We're working with the right partners, title, escrow, that's done this for many years. And we have the number one attorney firm that represents us, which is Forta Law. It used to be called Jurassic.
Okay.
So we focus on first trust deeds and occasionally a second trust deed. I don't like doing those, but we do from time to time if it makes sense, right? Our loans in-house are California only. If we're going to go outside the California, then I use my credit line, which is underwritten a little differently. Most times in California, I do not need an appraisal. We just need interior photos of the property and maybe a BPO or some comparable sales is what I'll need. So our loans will be anywhere from 6 months to 5 years. I don't do too many 5-year loans. Those are rare, but we've done 1 or 2. Our target return is between 8 and 12%. And of course, the investor makes his money on the interest on the loan. Excuse me. Of course, we're licensed by the DRE and the National Mortgage Licensing System. I think I'm losing my voice. All right. We've been doing this for over 40 years. So we're learning as we go along. This is not our first merry-go-round. So we bring that experience. We bring that science of understanding how to facilitate, how to protect the investor's money, how to protect you in these transactions as well, and how to underwrite so we can find favor and close a deal successfully. At the same time, I want to make sure that your agents, if you have agents, and any of other people that you know that have capital, they're looking to invest through RGC, that their money's protected and secured. And we're using all our due diligence because we're using reputable companies. Our attorney, FCI's our loan servicing, and of course we use title and escrow companies that have worked with us in the past that have been very successful. Our RGC right now, foreclosure rate is very, very low. I think we're down to less than 1%.
Wow. Nice.
The good thing about this is after the term, right, the borrower would have to refinance. What I like about private money loans is that they're short-term in nature. So you're going to have a client 6 months from now, a year from now, or even 2 years from now, because that loan is going to reset. And it'll be up to you to reach out to them when that payment expires. You can even reach out to them then and refinance them once again into a more suitable bankable loan, so they don't have to be paying interest only. So there's a whole market out there for private money. For instance, if you were to go to your title rep and your surrounding city, 5-mile, 10-mile radius, and ask that title rep, let me have a copy of the names and phone numbers, emails, if you can, of the individuals who took out private money loans within the last 2 years. Now you have a selected target audience that you can market to, where you know that their prepay has expired or about to expire, or you know that their loan term is about to expire, right? Because you've asked for the terms of 1 to 2 years. It's a good time to target market those individuals to secure financing options with them, whether it be a bank loan or something more bankable, maybe a 12-month bank statement, profit and loss, DSCR, whatever it is, to get them out of their interest-only loan. There's a good market out there for those who target market those specific clients. These are the foreclosure services that we use in the event we have to go to foreclosure. We've been around for a while. They're legitimate. They handle our paperwork. They do everything from A to Z, from notice of foreclosure to the actual foreclosure itself, and also the notice of sale. Moyesco is a company I've been partnered with for over 40 years. They know their stuff. They got a good staff. They're experienced. And of course, we work with WFG Title Company. None of these companies are exclusive. We can go elsewhere if we need to. But these are the companies I choose to work with because they're proven. And that's what we bring to the table. Reputable people who are proven and experienced. What I like about trusted investments, and this is things that you can share with your clients, this presentation is on the back-end website. And if you go to our website as well, you can see under Investor Portfolio that there's a whole source of resources there for you to look at as well. We got good reviews. And what I like about it's passive income. And here's what happens. When you introduce one of your investors to RGC's lending platform, and they're making money each and every month, their money secured, protected, and so are you, you're making money each and every month, guess what happens? That particular investor starts referring you more contacts so they can generate that income. They'll start putting their money wherever they have it, stock market, bank, mutual funds, or whatever the case is, 401k, and they'll invest it with you. And then you have a steady flow of income. I've got one investor. He's my number one investor. His name is Efrain. I'll just give you his first name. A few may know him. Carlos knows him, Pichardo. But I've known him for 10 years, and it's just a matter of me making a phone call. Hey, Efrain, I got a deal here. He says, don't tell me no more. How much? When do I wire the money? I love it. I said, hold on, not yet. I'm just telling you the details. But it gets to that point where you have that connection, that continuity, that respect and trust that's earned over time. But once you introduce one investor to this platform, they start turning their friends onto you to connect them so they can do the same, right? So Efrain has been gracious enough to retire this year because he doesn't have to work anymore. He ran like 3 or 4 restaurants. He has a lot of businesses. And he's invested hundreds of thousands and millions in trustee investments with us. And now his sons do the same. Not only his sons, his family, and the friends of their family, they invest with RGC. So it's like a ripple effect. It just spreads. And that's a good thing. And I had lunch the other day with Efrain. I said, Efrain, how much are you generating a month on returns? He says, este año, I'm gonna retire. I'm not working no more at the restaurants. I'm giving it to my sons. Let them run everything. Because now he worked so hard for his money through all these years. Now he's having his money work hard for him. He's generating $20,575 each and every month, interest only. And every time he gets paid off, he throws it right back in. Victor, what else you got? And not just him. I've got like 5 Ephrains over time that have done this. And those 5 have reached out to their friends and family. And you don't have to go look for those investors. All you got to land is 1 good or 2 good ones. And it just spreads. If you do the work right, we do it correct, we create the right partnerships, and we protect our investors. And if you do that, each and every month, you will participate on getting some of that residual income. And how do we do that? How do we get people to invest with us through you, right? Because I want you to get all the credit for it. I don't want that. It's all you. That's why I'm showing you this. I'm showing you our proven platform, how it works, how we do it, giving you the keys so you can do it yourself, and we'll show you how it's done, and to make sure that you're protected as well as the investors. I'm going to leave this open for questions. Does anybody have any questions? Does this sound exciting? We'll put that up. But here's what investor comes in, right? They want to do the background check. They want to know who we are, who you are, referring their money to us, right? We want to make sure that we're a legitimate company. We're not a Ponzi scheme or fly-by-night. Not a fly-by-night. We've been here 40 years. We've weathered every storm, and I'm here to stay. I'm here now and my tender of experience is to give back. I want to show you how our RGC successful. Where have we done good at, and where have we lost, right? So I'm going to show you what not to do as well as what to do. So you can grow your business while I'm still here for the next 5 to 10 years, right? And then after that, you'll probably be working with my son or somebody else. But for now, I'm giving back my experience, my time, my resources, my contacts, my proven platforms, so you can be successful in growing your business through our marketing, through our connections, and anything that we have is yours to grow your business. Right? So here's what happens. How do you bring an investor to RGC, and how do you get credit for it? Well, you can always call me. That's one. But another way would be through our investor platform, simple investor application, right? I have this questionnaire, right? Their name, their phone number, their email. How much would you like to invest? And how'd you hear about us, right? If Casey would have put her name here, Cole would have put his name here, or Ron, now I know credit is due to you. So when I set up the equity or yield split on this, let's say I sold the borrower 12% interest rate, but I'm telling your investor that you brought, they're only going to get 10% return. The other 2% goes one to you, one to RGC Capital, right? Investment trustee. So you can have a flyer. You can put your name, phone number, your email on here as well. You work hard for your money, allow your money to work hard for you. That's what Efrain does. He's making $20,500 a month plus just on trustee investment. Interest only, and he gets his money back after the 1 or 2 year term. Remarkable. So once he's done that, he turned with his whole family and friends and associates, and it works, guys. It works.